Howdy, my name is Nolan T. Painter, and in today's video I'll be discussing the topic of how helping others actually boosts your success more than working independently. So you might be wondering, how is it possible that using less of your time to work independently and more of your time to help others actually boosts your success? Well, I'll provide you 3 examples. Let's start with the first one. The first example is, let's say you're a YouTuber who makes films for a living, right? This can be films on anything, like a video game, real life, friends, anything. Let's say you're making movies on something. And in this example, your goal is to become a better filmmaker, right? You realize subscribers are nice and success is, in the sense of views and likes are nice, but you want to find success in just being better at your craft. Well, you have two opportunities here. The first opportunity is to spend more time working. So you find more time dedicated to yourself, more time studying on your own, and just working on your own and making more content, isolated. Now the other option, and this is the better option, and you will understand after my examples, this option involves you spending less time working and more time helping other people. So how does that actually boost your success? Well, the truth is, if you spend more time helping others, you will learn skills, and they will actually help you in return. Now, don't get me wrong here. You should never help someone by expecting to be helped in return. You should always help people just out of generosity and being genuine. And I'll explain that a bit more later, but I digress. Back to the example. So in this other option, let's say you find another content creator. You send him a message, hey man, that was a great video. I'd love to help you out with some things. You become friends, you start chatting, right? This guy you're talking to, right? Now you start up a video call and you start talking about your editing. You offer him help to improve his videos for free. That's an important one, for free. So you look at his videos and you say, hey man, this could be tweaked a little bit. Here's how you can improve it. Or that shot wasn't quite spectacular. How can we improve your video quality, right? And then through doing that for a prolonged period of time, right? That this includes also like writing documents, providing feedback, etc., you will have learned a lot more about yourself than you would have by just reflecting. Because now you have someone to compare to. You have your own content and you have the content of someone else. And you know both of them quite fluently. So because everyone makes different content in different ways, you have someone to compare to and someone to improve yourself upon and challenge. So excluding everything else, just the idea of comparison and study of multiple things allows you to improve far greater than just studying and reflecting upon your own work. And that's not even including the idea that this person, after being helped by you for so long, would be willing to extend the favor and help you for free. Because people love free help. Like, trust me, people love free help. That's why it's so hard for you to actually help people for free without asking for money. But you need to humble yourself and realize it's not about money, it's about building connections and having genuine help. So by helping these people, they're going to see that and then give you free help in return. Now remember, you're not doing this for help, you're doing this just to be genuine and be kind. But a bonus is that you will receive help in return. These people will come out and they will help you. And now you not only will be getting the comparison and all that stuff, but you will be getting someone who is dedicated to your work alongside yourself to improve you. So in tandem, all of that will make you a far better filmmaker and more successful in your eyes than just working alone. The second example, let's say you're a photographer, and you'll notice all of these are like video related because that's, these are based on my own experiences in life. But let's say you're a photographer and you want to get better. So you can improve on your own, right? Just like the last guy. Or you can improve with someone else. And notice here, the last example was about improvement, but this example isn't just about improvement. You want to open doorways. You want to build a career path. You want to extend your careers with others. But you can't do that alone. So here's what you do. If you want to make yourself a better career and have reliable sources to fall onto in case something bad happens, you go to somebody. You offer to do work for them. There was this guy who I worked for. He was into fashion. He loves fashion. He loves dressing up and looking all good. And I respected it because he was working really hard. So what I did was I asked him if he wanted to take photos. We went out one day and we took a crap ton of photos. He posted them online. They looked great. Now, that not only did that make me better of a photographer because I learned what works and what doesn't, and I had practical experience, which is always important. You should always try to have practical experience. But I had a new avenue. He offered to pay me and I declined because, first of all, I'm just trying to help him and be genuine, and I'm planting the seeds of me just being a good person. So next time that comes around and he offers money, I could accept it without feeling bad because I helped him, right? And he'd be more willing to pay for me because, well, I helped him so generously. So now look at that. I have a new door. Life's about making doors and opening as many as possible. And now I have a new door to open and a new room to explore, right? I can explore by helping him and him being willing to pay me. And now I have a new career path. Though I'm not as interested in photography as everything else, if nothing else works, I have something to go for because I decided to help someone and be genuine. And now I can make money doing that, right? And as much as I say life's not about making money, you can't really live without it. So there you go. Now you can make money by helping others. Doing this alone, you wouldn't really be able to make money. You'd have to manufacture your own career paths rather than helping someone build theirs and having them in turn build yours. Now, in the third example, you're gonna have to work with me a bit here. Picture your favorite YouTuber. I reckon everyone's got one, your favorite YouTuber. Now, I can promise you, it's pretty likely that your favorite YouTuber has an editor or a team of editors, but let's just say he has one editor. Now, it's pretty fair for you to say, oh, the YouTuber is more successful than the editor because the YouTuber's got all the success, he's got all the subscribers, all the viewers. But think about it. You admire the YouTuber. The editor, at one point, also admires the YouTuber. But the difference between you and the editor is that the editor is working for him. He's getting paid. He's making money helping somebody. So rather than working independently, he decided to reach out, probably do work for free. I can guarantee you he did a bit of free work to show his skills. And now he has a job working for somebody he admires rather than working alone. Now, it is entirely possible that this editor of his has his own YouTube channel, right? And in this YouTube channel, let's say it flops. Well, it's not the end of the world. He has a job working for somebody. He opened the doors. And now you're looking at it thinking, oh, he's not as successful. But the reality is he might be more successful because life's not about the amount of followers or likes or subscribers you get. It's about becoming a better person. And that's the final point I'd like to make. By helping others, ultimately you're becoming a better man because that is the goal of life, is to become a better person. And that's my responsibility, a better man. Because I'd like to be a better man because I'm a guy. So vice versa for girls. You got to become a better woman for girls. But whatever. The point is that by helping others, rather than working in isolation, you can become a better man. So how is this? Well, we said first you're improving your craft. So you're becoming more disciplined. So there you go. That's a better man. You're opening more doors for success. So that's leading to more financial stability. That will make you a better man. And you're working with people you admire. You're working alongside them, and they're helping you in return by lending you their success or their community, and you're building each other. That sounds like a better man too. And the icing on the cake, the thing that ties it all together, is you did it all genuinely. You did it because you care, and you did it because you're kind, and you're reaping the rewards of your kindness. People often say kindness won't get you anywhere, but kindness will get you far, far further than the person who worked alone out of, well, not kindness, I guess, because you're not really kind when you're working alone, but that'll make you a better man. And here's some examples to prove it. I always struggled with expressing myself and working and communicating with others. Doing work for people and writing documents and providing feedback not only taught me how to do those things, right, communicating and working with others, but it taught me a new thing that I love. I love helping people and trying to improve their skills. I'll study for it, I'll write huge documents for them, and I'll sit with them and call and give them feedback for hours. Because I love it, and I'll do it for free. And it'd be a dream of mine to get paid to do this stuff. And now I'm helping you by talking about my own experiences to try and make your life better as the viewer. And, well, I never knew that before. If I decided to work independently, I would have never discovered that about myself. But because I decided to help others, then I got my name out there and I learned things about myself. And speaking of getting your name out there, I can promise you, if you were to find all my old stuff, you could sort of trace my name to every other content creator in that facet of the niche. I guarantee it. I had my name in so many other people's works that it really got myself out there, and everyone could almost sort of recognize me, right? Now, this isn't like me bragging about the pinnacle of whatever I had. I was really negligible at the end of the day. But the fact that I had my name kind of everywhere allowed me to be proud of my work and to be content or almost admirable of myself for the amount of effort I'm putting in, and I'm being rewarded for it. And the final thing is in the sense of making yourself a better man, you use these skills in real life. For example, whenever I see someone like an unfortunate person, you might call them homeless, but I prefer to call them just rather unfortunate. I'll go over to them. I hear their story because oftentimes they just want to be heard. I lend them some money if I have any on me, and I pray for them, and I talk to them because I try to make their life better. Because at the end of the day, it's about being more genuine, more caring, and being a better man. My name is Nolan T. Painter, and thank you very much for watching.